Look, I'm having a simply lovely time. The last few days I've been very earnestly following my fruit diet. Earnestly in that I've been having almost essentially nothing but fruit during the day, and having soup in the evening, a vegetable soup, very light vegetable soup, although I did put a few lima beans in it last night as well. Yes, I did break it a bit last night. I had two samosas, and I felt really heavy afterwards. But anyway, okay, I'm not a purist, but it's been a dramatically serious time of following, fruit intake. And of course I'm retired, I had plenty of time, so I've been doing much more Kriya and especially keeping up energization exercises, tension exercises, whatever you like to call them, and some of the yoga too. And I've been obviously doing spiritual reading, and by spiritual I mean helpful in what I understand to be helpful in a godly way. It's been a time of great blessing and productive, recording-wise, which is important to me because I want to, obviously, want others to be blessed too. I haven't been going out much. It's been beautiful summer days. Well, a bit of rain at times, but really nice. So I've had some sunbathing. It's been too strong, actually. I've had to reduce it to about 20 minutes less even, because I think it will burn otherwise. It's too strong the sun at present in New Zealand. You know, it's summertime here. It's January. Early January still. But just in passing to remind you, I make this recording, to remind you that your diet's important. I don't mean you have to be as fanatic as Marshall to be benefited from it. But you would find very simply just, for instance, not having anything but fruit until lunchtime. And then have a moderate lunch and leave your serious cooking to the evening. Or if you're still a very normal, culturally dieted person, then you might just like to drop pork, bacon especially, from your diet. That would be a major step, a major first step that would be. And something you can do very simply, because you can substitute into other foods, can't you? See if it's worth trying, you know. Or if you're further down the track, perhaps you can give up meat and just shift more into other foods. Or if you're further down the track, become vegetarian generally, especially at home. Go to your boundary or near your boundary. You don't even have to go to your boundary. Just near it, in the right direction. And new possibilities open up to you very easily. You don't have to force it on yourself. Drive the body into this corner. You know, you don't need to do that. Just go to your comfortable, near your comfortable limit. And that boundary will move further out very quickly. I can remember becoming vegetarian at 24, and by something like 28, my wife said to me, I think we should become vegan at home. Oh, right, love. And we did, just then and there. From that morning onwards. You know, halfway through the day, she says this to me. I was like, oh, right, okay. And we did. No problem. You know, the boundary had moved out dramatically. I couldn't conceive of being vegan when I first came across this young man who came to a meal at a Quaker lady's we were at, and he brought his own food. I thought, how incredibly rude. She being a Quaker lady and an older woman, she was a middle-aged woman. She was very accommodating and just take it. Well, this is his way of advancing. Well, we were sort of, goodness, that's weird. And a few years later, well, actually, not a few years later, this was from this experience of going to this Quaker ladies for a meal and coming across this vegan chap. Within a year, we'd chosen to be vegan at home. Major step in that direction. Just like that. So, take courage. You don't have to take steps that are too big. Just one step at a time. Comfortable, but in the right direction. And the next step will be pretty obvious. Not too difficult. Might do that. Bless you. Thank you, Dad. Oh, I should round on where I started with this recording. The advantage to you of improving your diet. Very important. Put the wrong fuel in your car, you know what happens, don't you? You want to put diesel in a petrol engine by mistake? Okay. Thank you, Dad.